Welcome to Enjoying Life, a program of music, chatter, and friends, designed to put a refreshing moment in your day. Now, please welcome your award-winning hosts, Dr. Jerry and Little Jan.
Hey, sweetheart. You know what? I come in from one side and you from the other. That's a long way from you. I like being close to you. I enjoy that.
Someday we'll have to come out here and just let them come on.
Right so we can stand together.
We'll throw them a curve and come out on one side.
Come out early? Oh, yeah, we might do that.
Yeah.
Boy, I tell you, our producer would be on us. Boy, I'm telling you, in a New York minute, wouldn't he?
He would.
You know, we do a lot of things in our life, and we're so blessed. But one of the things that we do is Christian cruises.
We do.
Yeah, we do. You know, we need to get a lot of our viewing audience to come go with us.
Oh, my goodness.
You know, they could write or send a note to our email address, and then we could send them information.
That's right.
And and we rent the whole ship. You know, and they're big ships. They sleep 2,400, 3,000 people, and
all you do all day long is listen to
enjoy the best. That's right.
Enjoy the very best.
And we have great speakers, and we have some great Christian comedians. I mean, if you've never seen Geraldine and Ricky, you haven't lived. I mean, they'll just have you laughing up a storm.
And especially when she has you on there.
No, I don't know about that, but boy, he can really get to Geraldine and Ricky. She is a ventriloquist, and Ricky is one of her little
it's her
dummies.
Little guys. No, it's not a dummy. She would say, Ricky would say, no.
That's right.
I'm
boy, he'd get on that, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
Well, listen, it's time for us to do a little singing.
Okay. Yes,
I want you to sing a song. Many of you know, and many of you don't know, that little Jan was orphaned when she was just 5 years of age, and was raised without a family as we think of a family, just shifted from foster homes to foster home, orphanage home, finally ended up with people that took care of her and loved her, and it was a wonderful thing. But I think you'll hear, when you hear this song, it'll mean more to you, because it certainly means a lot to little Jan. Listen as she sings for us a song. It's called Only Child, and I know you'll be blessed. Listen to the words as she sings to us.
My father has a great big family. He has many children besides me. And if you're wondering how he divides his time, just let me say I never stand in line. He loves me like I was his only child. I never felt so loved before. I can never ask for more. He loves me like I was his only child. God really loves me. He really loves me. He loves me like I was his only child.
She used to tell me that when she ran to the altar, she felt like she
He
was running
never
into the arms of her
favors
father.
me above the rest.
Tell the story.
Yeah, I can't help but feel that I am blessed. That's greater than the rest, I often say. But then other fathers' children feel that way. He loves me like I
don't go far.
You've got some great guests. See you in a minute. Wow. Well, we got some wonderful guests again today.
Yes, we do
You
have some.
sounded so good on Only Child.
Only Child. That's I love that song.
One of your favorite songs.
Yeah,
isn't it?
yeah.
She does that a lot when she does ladies' conferences and things like that, and giving her story, her life, and she'll sing that. And I think when they know your story, that song has a lot more
It does.
meaning.
A little bit more meaning
Connie
to people.
tells.
We've got some really fun
We've
guests.
got some wonderful people.
We're so
I'm
excited.
telling you, I'm just now meeting Paulette, but I've been knowing Matt since Moby Dick was a minnow. I mean, for a long time.
But see, I know Paulette.
Oh, do you?
Yes.
All right, let's make them welcome. Please make welcome our special guests, Matt and Paulette Dimebler. We're glad you're here. Thank you for accepting our invitation to come. And tell us all about your life. How long have you been singing, Matt?
Well, I've been singing most of my life. My mother figured out some psychology when we were young. Whenever we would argue as kids, there were several of us kids, and she would say, well, just roll up the windows and sing. And so that's what we did. So
Is that right?
Needless to say, we sang a lot. So that's how we learned.
I've never heard a story like that.
Is that a for real story?
That's a for real story.
Wow.
I
Is that a
promise.
for
Yeah.
real?
Yeah, so we would just go down the road singing, and our family sang, and then I moved to South Carolina to go to Bible college, and started singing with a quartet there in Bible college. And that was the first time I'd ever sung baritone. I didn't even know there was such a part, you know. And I learned that and was singing lead and baritone with the Tabernacle Quartet out of Greenville, South Carolina.
Oh, yeah.
And
My goodness.
Dr. Harold Seitler was the pastor
Sure,
there.
I know them.
Had a great time there, and then went on with our family. Family Harmony sang for several years, and then the Inspirations called. And
Now, wait a minute. Wait, you're going too fast.
Yep.
Family Harmony. Was that the name of the song or just what you did?
that was our family. It was my brother and
That
his
was the
wife.
name of the group?
That's right. My
Oh,
brother and
okay.
his wife, my sister and her husband, and then Paulette and I.
And you
That
sang
is
with them, Paulette?
Yes. My goodness.
Did you, well, were you already singing when you met? I guess you're because you were raised singing. Did you think about joining him as singer, or how long have you been singing?
I started singing in a church trio when I was about 13,
I thought about 13.
and I sang with my pastor's daughters. And then I prayed for someone I could sing with because I
Oh,
really
did you
enjoyed
really?
singing. So that
Is
was,
he an answer to
that was
prayer?
an answer to prayer, yes.
Oh, boy, he answered in a big way, didn't he?
He did.
Yeah. Do you sing various parts, or do you mainly sing alto or lead or soprano? What do you sing?
I sing all the parts.
You sing all the parts. And we were talking before we went on the air, and now your children are learning that? Are you teaching them to sing?
We taught them young. Our daughters now are grown and have children of their own, but
Oh.
Yeah.
they started singing with us when they were 4 and 7.
I think that is
Really?
awesome.
Yes.
So is the family singing again?
Yes.
Okay, now we'll go back to...
Now,
go ahead.
But there was a break there with the Inspirations.
Yeah, you sang
How
with the
long
Inspirations.
were you with them, Matt?
I began in 1996 filling in, and then I started full-time with them in 1997. And I sang with them till late 2008. And I left for 5 years, and I've been back almost 3 years now again.
Wow.
Is this so this is your second or third run with the Inspirations?
Second,
Second
sure.
run.
Second and third run.
I wasn't planning on going back there. I was just enjoying. I'm full time at the church where I lead the music, and my pastor, Dr. Ronnie Heelan, is he's been there this coming Sunday. It'll be 43 years.
Good.
Woo! My goodness, that's a
It's a
That's
great,
a-
to him.
yes,
yes.
he's a great pastor, and much of the reason why I'm back singing and stuff like that, he's very much an encourager. And but anyway, he preaches Sunday morning. I usually preach Sunday night, Wednesday night, and lead the music.
My-
And so God has blessed us with a wonderful church there.
So you sing on the weekends with the Inspirations, like Thursday night, Friday night, and Saturday night. Then you preach at your church on Sunday night, and on Wednesday night. When do y'all have any time?
We squeeze it in.
Oh, do you squeeze it in?
When you love somebody, you just squeeze it in, don't
Work it
you?
out.
Yes, you do.
Well, and you mentioned you have children too?
2 daughters.
2 daughters. Now, where do you live? Where do you call home?
Houston, which is right up next to Winder, Georgia, right, Jefferson, Georgia, in that area right
That's
there.
East Georgia,
Yeah.
up 85.
That's correct.
Wow.
And I was struggling with the pronunciation of it, and you told me how to remember it. And it's just like
You rhyme it with push and say
you
push.
rhyme it with push and say hush.
Hush.
That's
Had
right.
you ever heard of Houston?
I don't know about Houston.
Yeah.
How big is Houston?
There's at least 2 there.
That's good.
It's not very big. But we have a great.
Well, where's
time.
the church that you are part
Now
of?
that's in Statham. It's
Oh,
right
state
before
of
you get to
Georgia.
Athens.
Now, how far is that from where
It's
you are?
about 15 minutes from where we live.
Oh, my goodness, that's barely down the road.
Yeah.
It's great. It's great. You were talking about our family singing. We were practicing not long ago. Every year we sing with Archie Watkins comes to our church on the Monday before Thanksgiving, and our family sings. We don't have a lot of time to sing out very much anymore, but so we always try to practice. And we were practicing this year. And in our basement, and Sabrina was playing, my daughters are Sabrina and Lindsay, and Sabrina was playing the piano, and we were singing, and Lindsay got a very powerful voice and was holding out this note, and she was holding her baby at the same time. And when she stopped singing, the baby was singing the same exact note, holding it out.
Oh, you're
So
kidding.
she started awful young, too.
You're kidding. Isn't that a good story?
It's
Did
wonderful.
they get a video of that?
No,
you know,
I wish we had.
I'm telling you, there's some
wish we
good
had.
Facebook things
Crying
like
in
that.
tune almost.
Yeah, that's right.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Well, you know, the name of our program, as you know from listening to the opening, is Enjoying Life. What do you do, and you and Matt do, or you and the family do? Do you go shopping? Do you go to the beach? Do you go to the mountains? Do you cook out? What do you do to enjoy life?
We like cooking out. Our son-in-law does the cooking, and we
That's
sit
kinda
back and
nice.
enjoy it. That's what we did for Mother's Day.
Oh, that's good.
It's my
That's
daughter,
good.
and both the daughters have babies, and they're my babies, so we let the men cook.
What do they call you, Paulette? The babies?
The babies are going to call me Grandma.
Grana.
Grana.
I've got a cousin, and her name is Grana. Yeah.
This is
That's
Papa.
what- and Papa and Grana. I love Grana. I said, I wish I had remembered that one.
Now, they call her memes. That's just, it's amazing. I was raised in the Northwest, way out in the state of Washington.
And he doesn't have any children, see.
No, I don't have any children, no biological children. Now, of course, since I married Jan, I got a family. But I don't think they had names quite like Southerners. You know, Southerners go for Bubba and Sis and special names. But I don't think we had that. So they're going to call you, now what are they calling you again?
Grandma.
Grana, not Granny.
No, not Granny.
Sound like you don't want to be called
No,
Granny.
I had a granny, but
Oh, you
no,
had a
I'm not
granny.
Granny.
Yeah, so you have to change it.
That's
That's right. That's why I'm memes instead of Mimi. Because my
Well, now-
first ones they call me Mimi. But my next set calls me memes.
See,
And
she
memes.
has great-grandchildren. In fact, one of them graduated from high school this year. I mean, she's
that
got
amazing?
kids, yeah. One of the little ones was introducing us at a little party they had at school. You have to go see him, I didn't know that. And he was 10 years old. And so his grandmother said, Jackson, introduce Papa Jerry and Memes, your Mama Memes, to your teacher. And he said, this is my great-grandmother. We call her Memes. This is her husband. We call him Papa Jerry. He's a doctor, but not the kind of health people.
Did you love that one, Paulette? And that's true, isn't it?
Well, I mean, he was telling just like it is,
He
Well,
helps you too.
I'm just can't wait to talk. I want to know, Matt, how long have you been preaching?
I started when I was 18, and I'll be 50 next
Wow.
month. So
You'll be 50 next month.
yes, sir.
I didn't know you preached until just, lately.
I actually started pastoring my first church when I was 20 years old.
Really? You've pastored?
I pastored
Well, I
a
didn't know
total of
that.
16 years. Yeah.
You what?
16 years.
Same church?
14 at one and 2 at another. That's right.
Well, then
That makes
compliment to you.
Paulette a preacher's
That's right.
wife. Yeah.
Yeah, and a pastor's
that's-
wife.
That's what I mean.
I
a
think that's
pastor's wife.
awesome.
Yep.
I didn't know that. Where did you pastor?
I pastored in South Carolina at Open Door Baptist Church in Easley, South Carolina.
I know where Easley is.
I pastored over at Crossroads Baptist Church in Lawrenceville, Georgia.
Well, isn't that something? I was not aware of that, and I've been knowing you a long time. Well, I know you enjoy singing, and I know you enjoy preaching, but as the saying is, if you had your druthers, what if you had to choose between, going to sing with the Inspirations and pastoring, which would you choose?
Oh, pastoring.
You would?
I love the ministry of the Inspirations, and it's a great ministry. And,
Yes.
And actually, it's probably why I'm where I am today, because of the people and the contacts that were made. But I guess when I was younger, it might have been opposite of that. But now it's more of wanting to just really whatever the Lord would tell me at that time. But right now, it's both, which is very interesting. But my heart's in the ministry as far as of the pastorate right
That's
now.
wonderful.
Okay, we only got about 30 seconds. Tell us what you enjoy doing, Paulette.
I enjoy my grandbabies. I schedule every Friday and Saturday as soon as I can make plans to get one or the other.
That's great.
And
I
keep
know- I
them.
Oh, you
understand
keep them at your house?
Yes.
Wow.
Because Matt's gone to sing, so I keep
Oh, I
the baby.
see.
That's what Nanas do.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Some of her great-grandkids, they come in at 90 miles an hour with gusts up to 120. I mean,
They're good.
woo.
Let's hear these guys sing.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Would you get in place over there, get your microphones, and get ready to sing? And we're just so delighted to have Matt and Paulette Dibler with us. And they're beginning their song by singing This Time Tomorrow. Enjoy them as they welcome Matt and Paulette Dibler.
I've been waiting and yearning for our Lord's return, when Jesus the Savior will call us away. No more sickness, no dying, no reason for crying. All will be glory on that homecoming day. This time tomorrow we could be home. We'll see in one moment the have not yet told. And the one who died for me, my eyes shall behold. We could be there this time tomorrow. Every tear and every trial and every weary mile will all be forgotten when we hear that trumpet sound. Oh, and can you imagine what then will happen when the clouds all roll back and our feet leave the ground? This time tomorrow we could be home. We'll see in one moment the have not yet told. And the one who died for me, my eyes shall behold. We could be there this time tomorrow. When the one who died for me, my eyes shall behold. We could be there this time Here's a song we sang many years ago while we were dating, and we love this song. No one ever cared for me like Jesus.
There's no
Other name so sweet as Jesus. No one ever cared so much for me
as to
shed his precious
precious blood to save me. No one ever cared so much for me. There's no one who cares like Jesus. There's no friend so precious as He, who would carry that old cross up to Calvary. No one ever cared so much for me. When I see Him face to face in glory, I will bow at His nail-scarred feet, just to thank Him for the pain He suffered, all because He cared so much for me. There's no one who cares like Jesus. There's no friend so precious as He, who would carry that old cross up to Calvary. No one ever cared so much for me, who would carry that old cross up to Calvary. No one ever cared so much for me.
No one ever cared so much for me.
Boy, you like that, don't you?
I love that. Did you hear me singing a little bit of harmony?
I heard you singing harmony with them.
I could not help myself.
You go over there and make a trio,
Matt,
weren't you?
I did it over here. I don't know how you liked it, but I loved it. I enjoyed that song. That's a
She
beautiful
loves to
song.
sing harmony. Loves to sing harmony. She ain't got a good ear for it. You know what I mean? You know, a lot of people don't have the ear. But you start to say something.
No, we enjoy it too. So that was fine. Our daughter Sabrina normally sings that part, so that worked out really good.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
that's great.
Oh, I couldn't help
You know, a lot of
myself.
people they can sing, but they only sing whoever's beside them. They follow them, you know. But she can hear harmony really, really good, and does a lot of harmony and does a lot of arrangements for us, you know. But you know, we were talking about what else you do, and you mentioned you work for missions.
Yes, I work for Macedonia World Baptist Missions.
Now tell us, Macedonia World Missions.
Yes.
Okay, tell us about that.
Wow.
Well, we have over 130 families that our mission has under them.
Wow.
Some at home and some abroad. And we take my main responsibility, I'm considered the financial assistant. And I just started working for them in January. And
wow.
I take the donations that come in through mail from the different churches to support the different missionaries and post them to their accounts. And I had been in banking formerly,
that's what I was
so
gonna say. Say that again.
I had been in banking formerly, and so I
That
always
helps.
liked that. But this is a change, but still a really good thing. And the Lord opened.
20-something years.
Yes, 26.
But this has a little bit of a ministry
Yes.
thing there that you probably touches your heart.
Yes.
That's right.
And it makes it feel good.
Do you
too.
ever go to the mission field? Y'all ever go?
No, well, we've been to home missions, but not foreign. I'm going to Israel, which is not necessarily a mission field. I'm going to Israel in November, and I'm looking forward
We're
to that
so
trip.
glad you
Boy,
guys
I'm
came.
excited
Great
about
trip.
that. Yeah.
That'd be a great trip.
Yeah,
I
that
think
will be
every
fun.
Christian, and particularly every minister, wants to go to the Holy Land, and of course, if they can, should go. I think it makes the Bible come more alive. Well, we've only got a minute. We want to, I gave you some books. You know that?
I sure do.
I'm
I remember which
distributing
ones they
some
are,
of
too.
my library out to others that were younger than I am, and you're hate to say it, but 30 years younger than I am. And so, Jan, you want to give her a book? One of yours?
Yes, I want to give Paulette Echoes of My Heart. This is a book that I wrote. You know, it's my heart, and I want you to have it and hope that it will encourage you. That's
you know, she went through some rough times in the loss of Wendy and Geraldine and her own husband, Ronnie, and this book is sort of an outgrowth of that, so it's really a ministry. And then, of course, this is a book I want to give you of some of my commencement addresses. You have to promise to read the first one.
I promise.
And then this is a book on church history, the first 500 years of Christianity.
Matt will be able to
Yeah,
use
you'll
that.
enjoy that.
Yes.
I sure
All right,
will.
so I'm going to give those to you.
Thank
We'll
you
sign
very
them in
much.
just a minute. Hear that music?
I do.
That means it's time to go.
Right there. We
Well,
love you
it's time to
guys.
leave. We had a wonderful time today, didn't we?
You better talk fast.
Okay, and remember our motto, take Christ as your partner and enjoy life.
Life.